sorry. Just a little teaser. Maybe more of that a little bit later. It is Friday, August 27th. We're down to the end of August. Hard to believe, man. 2/3 of the way through the year, and had a really fun week. A lot of stuff was going on here. Had some fun lessons, and well, I'll tell you more about that a little bit later. I got a few different things I want to talk about. Really appreciated the couple of comments on the forum, the recommended a lesson situation. Kind of coincidentally, of course, I had been working on that Kate Wolf tune for a while because a couple of months ago, one of my students was working on it. And so was happy to finish it up, put it out. You know, it's a great little example of, 3-3-2 finger picking, or arpeggio picking, which is not what I just did there. Of course, it's mostly this. Hitting 3 bass notes in there. And as I talk about in the lesson, it's a really good way to start heading into Jim Croce songs. Like that, which are a little faster, or a lot of students working on this right now. And just trying to get that pattern down. So that 3-3-2 pattern, if you don't know what I mean, but I'm talking about that, check out the Kate Wolf lesson because I describe it a little bit more in detail. Let's see, does that... Well, if there's enough interest, maybe I'll get to an instrumental on that. Pretty fun. Anyway, last thing about Kate is I definitely would like now some suggestions of other songs of hers. I know she has a lot that are more popular than that. But I figured that'd be a good way to break into it. So if you, really looking for recommendations of other songs of Kate's. Now, most of her stuff is pretty easy to figure out if you've done a little bit of finger picking. There's some videos, even live videos of her playing with Nina Gerber, her longtime collaborator. So. Who used to come into our music store once in a while, because Kate I don't think was ever there, but Nina would hang out in the South Bay area here every once in a while. So anyway, more suggestions for Kate Wolf tunes would be really good. Let's see, on to the next subject. It was great to see a couple of introductions on the forum, a couple of new members, Sacramento, and new old members. So welcome back, Reverend Kate. It was great seeing you join the forum again, and appreciated the little the back stories of some of the stuff that's going on in your life. So hope you find some cool stuff to work on here. So I also want to really encourage anybody to just check out the forum and put some posts in there. Let us know who you are and what you're looking for. And again, right now I'm doing a lot of looking for lessons, like I keep soliciting. So you know what? Somebody asked me, I saw a post that we have a lot of old videos of things I was thinking about doing as potential lessons. And believe it or not, I thought I had gotten to that one. That's a John Fahey tune called Beverly. And I just saw a comment. Somebody said, hey, where's the lesson? Well, it was like 7 or 8 years ago. I put that another teaser up. Too much teasing going on. Anyway, I got to get to Beverly. So people have been waiting for that. Sorry about that. Let's see. What else was going on related to? Okay. I want to talk about a couple other things. There was another one that was kind of like that. There was a request for, I guess I have done teasers on this one. Every once in a while I mess around with that. I forgot about it till somebody else put a post on there. It's like, did you ever do a lesson on this? No, I keep forgetting. Keep getting sidetracked. Okay, but I do want to talk about two other little things, and then I'll continue with the teaser I played up at the top. And that is, we're getting really close to camp. We've had about 4 or 5 people have had to cancel for different reasons. Sick relatives, broken legs. So we're down to like 26 people, which is perfect actually. But if anybody wants to join us, it's going to be small, and it's coming up in 2 weeks, September 13th. And pretty much we're making a really good deal for everybody, just for a couple $100 more to have a private room, since people are still a little worried. Now, we're also at Green Mountain, vaccines are required. So if you're thinking about it, you gotta know that's one of the prereqs. So anyway, and I've been going through old boxes of cool stuff. We're getting like some souvenirs to hand out. We have a lot of new campers this year. I think 7 or 8, maybe 9, something like that. So every year we kind of have little goodie bags, and I found some things that were like left over from way long ago, like water bottles. Let's see if I can get the glare off of that. Yeah, there we go. Totally Guitars, International Guitar Camp water bottle. So this could be one of your door prizes if you decide to join us. And found a few of this was the second year, I guess. We even made some t-shirts one year. Get the glare off that. Oh, it's just a white t-shirt. But yeah, so if you're, this is obviously not my size. This is medium. I need 2 of these. But we've got a few spare shirts too. So anybody that decides to join, you got a water bottle and a shirt if we have your size. There's about 15 of those shirts, 10 of those shirts around though too. The other piece of news I want to get to, because this is happening tomorrow for COA members. One of the perks of the COA program is getting to get together once every 4 to 6 weeks with me and the other COA members for a live Zoom, basically a webinar, but it's kind of a group lesson where this is part of what the whole Pathways thing is geared towards. Is a little bit more personalized direction as to what you can do. So what I do at each of these is spend a little bit of time, depending on how many people are there. It could be 5 minutes each, but if like the last one there were only three, so everybody got like about a 20-minute lesson on whatever they were working on. So try to keep it to about an hour or so. So if anybody's thinking of joining the COA program, the next COA Pathways webinar is tomorrow, the 28th at noon California time. The next one after that will probably be the middle of October, probably the first or second week of October. So anyway, so that's coming up. And what else? Got these cool pics. Let's see here. I've got a lesson coming up next week. Got a couple of them that are just about finished. And well, yeah. The process of making a lesson, the actual shooting of it that's not the time consuming part. It's really the prepping of it and making sure I cover everything I want to talk about. So one of the things that I'm going to talk about in a lesson that I expect will be done, it might even be done in a day or two, tomorrow for next week, is just going to be talking about 12-bar blues. And keeping this shuffle rhythm going. And keeping it staccato. Most of that is done by killing it with the left hand. Don't want it to sound like this. So I was doing two things differently, at least two things differently there. One is I'm palm muting it a little bit. But you can still hear that's not got quite the percussion I want. What I'm really going to do here is kill it with my left hand. Just one of the notes really gets killed by just pushing it down as I'm playing it and letting go of it all the time, not letting this happen. So when you hear that whole, now continuing it into the third line, the last four measures we hear this. Variation. This is not 12-bar blues. Okay, coming up. Been listening to, all morning, been listening to Stevie Ray Vaughan. Infectious. About the progression. Well, I used to play this all the time. Oh, now I got it. So most of his, that was of course not his tune, but he did a great version of it. Quite different than what I just did there. But most of his tunes are 12-bar blues. So I hope everybody understands what, and the lesson coming up next week, we'll have a whole little, hopefully, review of 12-bar blues and how to do it. And that's something we're definitely going to cover at camp, by the way, too. I'm starting to put together plans for the workshops that we want to have. And one will be talking about that type of shuffle with blues tunes, and then even talking about maybe jazzier versions. Anyway, that's what's coming up. Blues and camp and COA webinar and a couple of cool new songs next week. That is it for the last Friday in August. See you next week.